Hello and welcome to Musings and Monologues. The smile has evaporated from my face as I am in a state of mourning. Mourning for the irreparable loss caused by the untimely demise of Irfan Khan a short while ago. Irfan Khan is perhaps the only actor from the Hindi film firmament who has made his mark in Hollywood and gained a distinctive position over there and not just been a one film wonder. I chanced upon this Irfan in 1989 when he was already 1999, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, when he was already recognized as an actor of substance in the realm of television. I approached him to do two television films for me. I had called him from Kolkata as I was in Kolkata then and he was in Mumbai, and he agreed to do both the films for a pittance because he liked the subject so much. That was the beginning of a 2 decade friendship which I cherished and I mourn today, more especially in the immediate context of his passing away. I am shocked beyond words, ladies and gentlemen, but I feel it my duty to talk to you about my moments of Irfan's memorabilia, his career in the Hindi film firmament, in the Hindi film industry, in popular space. It was with Hasil and Makbul that he consolidated his position as an actor worth glancing at for a second time, an actor of substance and being, an actor distinct in his emotions, actually charting the role of Macbeth, one of the most difficult roles of Shakespearean tragedy, and just effortlessly presenting such a nuanced and underplayed figure of a tragic hero. It was his success in Makbul and Hasil that drew the attention of many filmmakers to cast him in popular Hindi films, which he did with a remarkable amount of success, albeit very lately he got that recognition. I personally feel he should have been recognized a decade earlier, but he was not. And it was in the 2000s that he consolidated and gained his stature in the Hindi film firmament. But with such notable films like Metro and Pansing Tomar, for which he won a national award. I personally feel again he should have won a national award in many other performances, but better late than never. He won it in Pansing Tomar, very apt prize for the best actor of the year. I personally think that Irfan's best performance, this is a personal opinion, was in The Namesake of Meera Nair, where he portrayed this reticent, shy, affable, and enduring character of the father of Gogol and his relationship with his wife, Tabu, also essaying a brilliant performance. The entire chemistry between Tabu and Irfan was shimmering in its presence, especially the last scene they share together where he's traveling and he's on the queue to a security check-in at an airport and Tabu, as his wife, waits alongside and they glance at each other and there's so much of love and sorrow that gulfs and envelops their being in that moment, in that rare moment of silence. Later, he speaks to his wife over the telephone, not disclosing to the wife that he is not well, he's suffering, how he conceals his pain. And it is only in Gogol's recollection, Gogol, the protagonist's recollection of his father's past, where his father encouraged him to go beyond the edge, and go and look in the uncharted oceans that marked Irfan's rock solid performance just with his eyes and with his quivering lips, how he could convey motions and emotions through gesture and looks. The primacy of the close up in cinema, which actually distinguishes itself from any other art form. The close-up is the greatest gift, according to Bergman, of the films to popular culture and creativity and art. Irfan's art was defined even after that, as he went effortlessly to portray the protagonist in the life of Pi, and then with his other performances, even in mainstream films like Jurassic World, where he made his presence felt by his shimmer. But it was not that Irfan which I am celebrating. I am talking about the Irfan who came to me across as a very forthright person. He even agreed to stay in a modest guest house in Kolkata when he came to shoot for me. There was another star of television who had come along with him but insisted on a five-star treatment which Irfan never asked for. In turn, he asked me to introduce him to the works of eminent literary figures whom I considered film material, film-worthy subjects. He took with him the works that I had presented him of one of my favorite Bangladeshi writers and wished to cultivate that into a feature film script. But that was never to be. I again interacted with him when I was the creative director of White Feather Films, and he did two films with us, one which I had written, Alibag, and the other, Acid Factory. I remember spending almost a month in Hyderabad with him and Manoj Bajpayee as company, and every evening we used to sit down outside in the hotel lawns and discuss about various issues and ideas centered around the world of aesthetics, culture, and cinema. That Irfan had created that lasting impression in my mind when I joked about him that he had become a star now and he was commanding a huge price. He shyly said that please do not talk about this as I feel embarrassed. That was the hallmark of Irfan Khan, ladies and gentlemen. He was, in a sense, the shy, reticent artist, never that brazen, rugged hero of the Hindi film firmament. His last performance, which actually stole my heart away, was in Piku, where he played this taxi driver, the taxi service owner who chooses to actually drive Deepika Padukone and Amitabh Bachchan to their home in Kolkata. It was in this journey, in these passive interactions, in these silent gestures, that he actually culls out such a stellar performance in front of the established stars like Amitabh Bachchan and Deepika Padukone. There was many more Irfans to come, but alas, that was not to be. His last film, Angrezi Medium, which was released about a month ago, just before the break of the pandemic and the lockdown, he will be remembered in Angrezi Medium, his last performance in an absolute commercial space Hindi film, but done with so much of grace and so much of dignity, playing the small town aspirational puppy guy who wants to actually allow his only daughter to go and study in Angrezi medium. There was no medium in English or in Hindi or in any other language that he worked in, but it was essentially him conveying to us in the language of cinema that endeared us to him and to audiences all over the world. It is that Irfan which the world respects and bows its head to, and that is the Irfan that I pay my obeisance to and wish that he was not gone so early. But as he is gone now, I can wish him like Hamlet's friend Horatio in the ending of Hamlet. Good night, sweet prince. Let the angels guide thee to thy rest. I hope Irfan finds in the realms above, for he is surely to be there in the realms above, that final safe place where he can ideate and bank upon such ideas and embellish them. Look down towards us, Irfan, and smile, and we shall surely smile back at you. You cannot take away our smiles as we recollect you with such fondness. That will be all, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful day ahead.